All right. One, two, three. Let's do this. Let's do this. That really feels good when you come sit here. The view, the mood, and especially when you like highs and like rooftops and all of these things. So what's up? What's up, guys? It's been a week. Nothing much really happened, and it's really freezing here. And I forgot to take my gloves with me. So, and it's like we just had the sunset here, and I was doing the Persian version of this talk. This is week. Oh, let's tell this first. This is week 2 of 2021, January 8th, 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 8th of January. I mean, and so week 2 of me doing my memoir thing. I'm really like satisfied, and I'm really grateful that I started it. And yeah, just want to say that. So yeah, there's been nothing so special about the week that just passed by. Damn, I forgot to say these kind of things, like what actually happened, what events took place in the past week in the Persian version. So Persian version, it sounds funny. The thing is, I've started going out more because I don't have coronavirus anymore. Biking, going to the free discussion classes, because here in Iran we talk Persian, and free discussion classes is where I go sit with my friends to speak English, and that really helps. And that was it. It feels good when you go meet people, especially for me, like because I'm a extrovert and I love doing these kind of things. I have more motivation. I can sense it that I have more motivation these days than the past week. And when you think about it, it's these small things. It's funny how not that it's funny. I mean, like it's interesting that, not even that's interesting. I just want to say it. It's interesting that how I repeat the exact things that I said in Persian version of this talk. So these small things sum up and make you feel bad, like psychologically and physically. First, you need to check. It's like you need to be sure that it's not physical, that you're feeling bad, so you can go search for other areas of mistake. So I know physically I'm good. I sleep good. I eat water a lot. Water a lot. How do you say water? Water a lot. I have good food. Vitamins, really really helpful. Let me tell you, vitamins, like one. One of my friends used to tell me that the days that he took vitamin pills, it's like adrenaline injection to him. It's like it really feels good. So after you checked up these things, now you're gonna like solve small problems in your life. Maybe you had it with your partner. Maybe you had a problem at work. Maybe you don't like where you're working. I don't want to be too direct here. I don't say people's name or these things' name, because like maybe they don't like to be in my shows or these things. So yeah, I'm working on problems to solve them one by one to feel better. Actually, one of my friends that is on military right now, Shahriar, he told me that, dude, the reason you're saying you don't feel good is maybe you don't know how feeling bad is. You need to have highs, ups, and downs to differentiate ups from downs, to know that, oh, this was an upside and this was a downside. If everything is flat and up or down, you don't know if it's up or down. You are so up, but it's flat. You don't have downs. You don't know it. You think, oh, why I'm here. That really made sense to me. I was like, I needed to hear these kind of things. And I'm like thinking about making a routine or kind of daily event for myself to do things that is hard for me, like labor, I don't know, to or go to like bad uh downtown neighborhoods. Not bad, I mean they're, every human being is valuable, but you know what I mean, like to the to neighborhoods that have poverty, to see that, oh, maybe I'm in a good place, you know. So that was one thing that made sense to me this week. And I'm trying to do things because, as I told you last week, my friend told me that when you do something, that creates a motivation for your next action. But the first one is really hard, but afterwards it's like a domino. So the first one, you just need to do it, man. Just go do it. You know, just get up, go do it. I watch. I know, not that I watch him regularly, or I just know him, Elisha Long, and I'm not embarrassed to say I watch him. I just wanted to be authentic and tell you the exact information without any misleading. I know Elisha Long, and he talks. I was like, why? The way he talks to the camera feels better than the way I talk, and it was like, probably he tells things to you in a command way, you know, like, do this, brother, don't sleep late, don't sleep late, man, it's bad, you know. It's a command, it's not a suggestion. It's not that, oh, I did it, it worked, you can do it. But that's the whole argue that I had with myself in the past, I don't know, life, past whole life. Try to appreciate yourself, man. And being like Elisha Long, commanding, try to appreciate yourself, man. No, just kidding. Like, I'm okay. Elisha Long is Elisha Long. That's his way. I can probably learn a lot from his way, or even test his way in my own way. Like, do some Elisha Long moves to know if it works for me. But everything is. But the thing is, don't underappreciate yourself. You know, that's a suggestion. Again, don't want to be like Elisha Long. What do we need? Like, I'm telling this to myself. Okay, you can set others as a pattern, as a model, as a mentor for yourself, but don't underappreciate yourself. Don't say you're bad. That's actually funny because they say in order to get good, first you need to admit that you're bad. But recently that I've read something on Instagram, it was like, treat yourself as a child. Don't be too hard on yourself. That was really good. I'm like, why do you need to commit that you're bad? Why do you need to admit that you're bad? Right? I'm good. I want to be better. Right? As I told you, these are small things. You can be like, oh, don't be sissy, dude. Like, oh, I'm bad, I'm good. Like, these kind of girlish things. Don't want to be sexist here, but this kind of girlish things. But, dude, these things sum up. Dude or dudette. Dudette is actually female form of dude. So, dude or dudettes, ladies and gentlemen. These small things sum up and make you feel bad. The way you think of yourself, the way you behave to yourself, the way you let others behave to you. These things sum up and make you feel good or feel bad. So I think it's better to actually be really specific about these things and to really be sensitive about these things. So yeah, the first one is really hard to do, but the other actions go like a domino. And you start doing other things after you did the first thing. My strategy is gonna be like, I'm gonna go doing more podcasts and more these talks and more fresh, more. I have three things right now. Fresh podcast, Fresh, which is I think show or podcast. I don't know. Career podcast and this memoir thing. I'm gonna go do them, and after episode 10 of career podcast, which is 10 weeks I guess from now, or 7 weeks from now, because I'm like in episode 3 or 2 right now. I know I'm in episode 2, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to be so confusing here. After that, I want to start doing more fun and more freedomish things. What do I mean by that? In the top of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs is self-actualization, and that's the thing that a human being discovers every part of him or herself and does what he can in his or her fullest potential, right? Like, if you have an art part of your side, you have a physical gym workout side of your side in your self, you have a mental side, you have a wealth wise, money side, achieving side. You know everything about yourself, and you discovered this person that is you, like a game. You discovered it fully. You unlocked all the aspects, you unlocked all the tricks and moves, and you are at your top, you're at your fullest. And that happens when you try different things that you've never tried. Actually, that my friend said that. Like, if you're an extrovert, try being an introvert for some time. You're gonna know how the amount is, like how much do you need to be an introvert, or if it's working. But just try it. Maybe you discover something. That's one topic. Another one is I'm recently agreeing with myself and everyone that entertainment probably is as valuable, even if not more, as science. What is wrong with someone who laughs and make people happy? Who said that a comedian is less than a scientist, right? Because the comedian couldn't be a scientist. That was not in the comedian. Comedian didn't have that talent, right? So the comedian discovered what he is, went through that phase, went through that journey, and became a comedian. He was an apple tree. He couldn't be a peach tree. So he became an apple. And that's good. Is apple better than peach or worse? No, they're two different. Beep. So technical difficulty again. I was recording the memoir yesterday. It was Friday. And my mom, like, I found out that my mom called me in the middle of recording, and I forgot to put it on airplane mode. And I always do that. I don't know why I forgot that one, but yeah. And yeah, the footage was gone. And now I'm here Saturday, and yeah, I remember what I was talking about. I looked up in the footage, and by the way, I thought like this is gonna be cooler. Sunset, you can see it, and I'm just trying, man. I'm just testing different things. So I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen. So yeah, I think this is a good way right now. Let's do this. All right, so listen up. I was talking about that. If you're an apple tree, don't try to be a peach tree. By the way, I bought gloves today, which dude, it makes a real difference. You can literally feel it. I'm wearing two jackets, and it kind of still feels cold. I don't know how many jackets should I wear. So, and another thing, by the way, I'm trying to do these kind of things in the early morning, so I can process it and like record and do everything and upload it during the day. But you just look at it. The sunset feels really good, and it was a saying that why do we like sunset? It's because it's an end. You don't have it anymore. But we don't like sunrise. Probably, it's a kind of cool kind of saying, not a gospel truth, but we don't like sunrise because we know it's gonna be a sunset, so it's not that cool anymore. But yeah. So yeah, recently and when the camera goes off and I have to do it the next day because it happened the last time too. I don't have that much to say anymore. I don't feel like I need to say all of those things again, So the second time always that I shoot things that I have to repeat, it's gonna be shorter. So I was like, let's actually see the sunsets. Let's turn here and see the sunsets. I was like, if you're a peach tree, if you're an apple tree, try to be an apple tree. And the thing is, you don't have any other choice, If comedy is in me and I'm good at it, any other thing, and that's like somehow true. I mean, I'm not. This is not science. This is not the exact words of science. Maybe we don't have one talent. We have probably a lot of talents. I don't mean if you're a comedian, you cannot be a scientist at all. I'm just making an example here. So, if comedy is in me, why should I say that comedy is bad? Comedy. Who said comedy is less valuable than science? Because it is. Okay, science like moves the humanity forward, but probably comedy helps people to live. Everything here has a benefit. So we cannot really say, because are ants more valuable than lions or less? Or are ants more valuable or less than us humans? I saw the video the other day. It was like, if ants and insects get wiped out from the earth, planet Earth will destroy in like a week. And when you hear these things, you go like, dude, be who you are. It's not bad. It's not less valuable than your neighbor scientist. It's not more valuable than your neighbor, how do you say it? Cleaner man, the one who takes out the garbage. Everything here, it's nothing that, it's not about how much value you can add. It's like, are you doing the best that you can? There was actually a saying from my friend Bruce. Hey Bruce, was that you cannot bring all the good the world needs, but the world needs all the good you can bring. And it was like, yeah, it just made sense to me. I was like, that's true, because I just can be as good as I can be, So I'm doing this more recently. I'm being more aware about what I want to do, about that these things are not bad to do. And yeah, just I'm doing this. So that was it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I hope I don't like my camera doesn't go off next time. And the thing that I want to say at the end is like, you are good. Like the way you are is totally good. The way, not that Adolf Hitler was good. Maybe the killer is good. So stay the way you are. Yeah, but if you think about it, maybe killers couldn't change themselves that they become killers, right? But you that are listening and like being a good human, you're not gonna be like that, you know? So if you stay the way you are, if you know what I'm saying? Like the good is in you. So don't think that you're not enough. Don't think that you are bad. Don't think that maybe you need to change the people around you. Maybe it's I said it in Fresh Podcast that maybe the problem is with the people around you. I'm being funny, nobody laughs. Maybe it's because everyone around me is so sad. Right? That's the beauty of internet. You put yourself out in the world. You don't need to in business, in digital marketing, we sometimes say, I'm not a digital marketing professional, but we sometimes say you have to do what customer wants. You have to know what customer wants and give it to them. But the beauty of internet and putting out content in the internet is that you put out content and you put out the material, you put out the good, you put out the product in the world. You put out the product in the world, the customers will come to you. You don't need to reach the customers. You just be the way you are, put it out in the world, and be patient. I'm telling this also to myself. And be patient, and little by little, people who like you will come, and you realize you wasn't inadequate. You wasn't bad. You are good. And stay the way you are. Be kind to people. We need it in this today's world right now because of coronavirus and everything. If you're a good human being, stay the way you are. Don't be like fooled by these things. Oh, if you want to be charismatic, don't answer people, rule them, say this, say that. Dude, stop it, man. I mean, like, maybe that's true. Maybe that's I don't know about. I don't want to be prejudiced about my opinion. I don't want to be. I don't want to be like, my opinion is right, yours is bad. But I'm just like, why do you need to prove yourself? Prove yourself to who? As Gary Vee says, prove yourself to people who you don't even like. These whole things of saying, I'm seeing a connection between them. All of them are positive, and all of them are saying one single thing, I think. And is that be authentic, man. Don't do what you think is right. Because people's opinion are going to change. That's it. Thanks. You saw how I stopped myself. I want to talk more, but I stopped myself. Thanks. Hope you have a great day, great life, and take it easy on yourself. Take it easy. Right? You're good. Peace out. Goodbye. Goodbye. And enjoy this sunset.